In this lecture, we will go through the hidden edges. So regarding this, we can know that what are hidden edges. Hidden edges are those edges which we cannot see from different sides. Like for front view, if we look from one side, we will the edges which we cannot see from that front side, we will call them hidden edges for the front side. Similarly, we can have another case where side view from the side we cannot see the edges, so we'll call them as a hidden edge. Similarly, if some edges are there which we cannot see from the top, then they will be called as hidden edges for the top view. So we'll take some example related to hidden edges and go through them. So like first example is this one. This is an object. Where are the hidden edges for different views? Like here, this direction has been mentioned that you can take it as a front view. So for front view, red colored arrow here, two arrows are vertical arrows are shown. So the edges which are passing from this corner and this corner, and they are vertical in orientation, they will not be visible from this side, the front view from this direction. We will not be able to see these edges. So these edges will be drawn as a dashed line. So hidden edges are represented in a view as a dashed line. So corresponding to this, we will place a dash is here, and corresponding to this we will place a hidden edge, a dashed line here in the view. So and for the side view, you can see left side from this direction. If we see from this direction, we will not be able to see this vertical edge and this horizontal edge. So these two edges for the left side view will be hidden edges. Apart from this, there are more hidden edges for the left side view, because the edge which is passing from this corner will not be visible to us. Similarly, the edge passing from this corner will also not be visible to us from the left side. So these two edges will also come into the picture when you are going to draw the left side view. So from the front view, you have got these two edges, the edges which are passing from these 2 points, and from the left side you have got these two edges and these two edges which are passing from these 2 points. So, and from the top view, you can see from top, you will be able to see this square hole, and other edges you can see easily. Only edges which are not visible from the top are from this point, passing the edge passing from this point and edge passing from this point. So these two edges we will not be able to see from the top. So let us see different views where we have drawn the dashed lines corresponding to the hidden edges. Like in case of uh, front view, we can see only two dashed lines are there, which are corresponding to the edges which are lying here and here. So two edges, two dashed lines. Similarly, we have two edges here and two edges here. So in this we will have four dashed lines. One dashed line is here, other dashed line is here, and four. Oh, this line, this is also a dashed line correspond in the side view. These two corners, edges passing from these two corners will be shown in the side view as a dashed line. So here two dashed line and here two dashed line. The total dashed lines, maximum dashed lines are coming in the side view. And in case of top view, you can see there are only two dashed lines, which we have seen here, that one edge is passing from this point, another edge is passing from this point. The two dashed lines will be coming corresponding to the edges which are passing from these 2 points. So we have got three views in which different dashed lines are drawn corresponding to different edges, hidden edges. Now we can have another example where we can see there are two red arrows. Our red lines are shown with arrows. One is this corner, one is pointing at this corner, other is pointing on this edge. So there are two edges here. One is passing from this point, other is edge which is shown here passing from this point. So two edges are there. Similar two edges are also here. One is passing from this point, other is passing from this point. So there are four edges which are passing from different points, can be drawn in some view. Which view they will be drawn? They will be drawn in the top view, because if we see from the top, we will not able to see these edges from the top. So they will be drawn as dashed line in the top view. And in the front view, you can see from the front, you can see all the things, all the edges. Here one edge is hidden there, but corresponding to that, here we have continuous edges. So the priority is given to the continuous edges. The continuous edges are drawn, so we can ignore this edge. So we have one edge which is from this point, which cannot be seen from the front. So only one edge is there which cannot be seen from the front. That edge will be considered as hidden edge, and other edge which is passing from the bottom is will lie in the same level of this line. So we don't have to consider or bother about this line. So only one edge is existing here, which can be used in the front view as a dashed line. So that we can see in the front view, you can see this line, and in the top view we have two lines on two sides, two on this side, two on this side. Both are dashed line and corresponding to hidden edges. And side view, in the side view you can see from the side there is nothing hidden. From the side, every parts are visible to us, so no hidden edges are there. We can directly make the continuous lines corresponding to different edges. So this side view is will look like this. There is another object where different some new feature has new feature is coming. Like there are edges. This edge is hidden edges for the hidden edge from the for the top view, and this edge and the edge passing from this point are for the right side view. And these circles, although they are, it looks like there is there are no edge, but here also we know that there is hole corresponding passing from this top surface to bottom surface. Here hole passing from top surface to bottom surface, so hole is there. So these holes are representing two extreme boundary, means each hole is representing two extreme boundary corresponding to this point and this point on this diameter. So corresponding to these 2 points, we will draw one dashed line corresponding to this point, and one dashed line will correspond to this point. So it will represent two extreme boundaries, means these two lines will represent, two dashed lines will represent the extreme boundary of the whole. So that can be shown in the different views. Like in the front view you will get two holes, and right side view you will get only one hole, and rest other dashed line will be there. And in the top view you will get only two circles and this dash edge. So dashed line corresponding to this edge. Now you can see front view. In the front view we have got two dashed lines corresponding to hole. And one more thing you can keep in mind, if you are drawing dashed feature corresponding to hole, so then you will have to draw a middle line which is showing the line of symmetry, and it is drawn by using chain line. So chain line you can use for drawing this line, and this represents the line of symmetry. Here also you can see another two dashed lines are there. Then these two lines are representing the whole, and here center line is there that tells the this line, these dashed lines are representing the whole. And after that, we in the side view, right side view, we have two dashed lines corresponding to these. I think this size of this, okay, left side view, right side view. From this side we will have size of hole is not having same diameter in this case, but it is having same diameter should be there. It should be like here in the figure we have a smaller, okay, little bit difference is in the seeing, in the observation, but it should have same diameter. So two dashed lines are corresponding to the hole, and after that there is one dash line, one dash line here. Those are corresponding to this point and this point, which line is as is passing from behind this part. So these two are dash lines are shown here, and two more dash lines are there here and here corresponding to this, because the height of this is more than this. So edge which is hidden due to this part, that will be shown as dashed line. So in this way we have gone through different dashed lines, and where they for which dash hidden edge they are coming, we have seen. And one more edge which is passing from this point, which we have already seen, that this will be a dashed line. So here you can see another object little bit complicated, which is having more number of spherical cylindrical holes. So there are four cylindrical holes are there. So we can see from this side, which is the direction for the front view. In the front view it will be shown as a circle only, but in the front view you will see here we will see the hole, and the extreme boundaries of the hole can be shown by dashed lines, which we can see here two lines are there. The two lines are there. So we have dashed lines corresponding to this hole. Similarly, we have two dashed lines here corresponding to this hole. And in the top view, we will show this circle and two dashed hidden two dashed lines on these two sides. Like two dashed lines are here, two dashed lines are here, corresponding to two holes. Similarly, we have the side view. In the side view, we have this feature, these two features in which the holes are there. So corresponding those we can draw the dashed lines, and here also in this part also the hole is there. So corresponding that we can draw dashed lines, and lower part there is no dashed lines, so we can draw it completely like that, like it is edges are visible. So we have different holes, and corresponding to those holes we have drawn the two dashed line per hole. And at the same time we have to show the line of symmetry. For that it is necessary, for this type of feature you have to show the line of symmetry. Here in this object you can see there are three holes, and corresponding to each hole there are two dashed lines. Here for two dashed lines are corresponding to this hole, and corresponding to this hole we are having two dashed lines here, and corresponding this hole also we are having two dashed lines. So these are a few examples related to the hidden edges and corresponding dashed lines in the views. So here we have one object, simple object. In this object we can try to visualize the object in this figure, where we can see there are different colors. One color is the brick color, and this brick color is here also. So this direction has been given for the front view. If we consider this as front view, this should be also a part of front view. But one thing is that from the front we cannot see this edge. This edge we cannot see, or the edge which is passing from this point or this point is not visible from this side. So in the front view we will draw a hidden edge, a dashed line corresponding to this hidden edge. And in the other two views, like side view, so in the side view we will be able to see this rectangle, and we will be able to see this U type shape. And here inclined part also will be projected in the vertical plane, so that will show as a square. So one square will be coming here, and in the top view we will have this rectangle and this C type thing, and with that we have the square here in this. So in three views there are front view we will have one hidden S that will be drawn by using dashed lines, and other two views, in other two views there are no dash hidden edges, so we'll draw them as it is. So you can see here for this object we have one dashed line here, and that is corresponding to this edge which is not visible from the left side front view. So in the front view we will be not able to see this edge. Then corresponding that we can draw dashed line, and rest of the two views we haven't drawn any other dashed lines, because there is no hidden edge which can be seen on in the different views. So here same figure has been made. Only thing is that how we can transfer the dimensions from one side to other, it has been shown in this clearly. Either you can use the 45-degree line, or you can directly make these lines perpendicular lines and directly transfer the dimensions like this. There is another object which you can see here. So it has been colored in the different by using different colors. So this is the object, and this is the colored object. In this direction has been shown for the front view. So in the front view you will see this face, this face, this face as shown here, and edge, there are some edges which are not visible in the front view. What are those edges? Those edges are, one edge is this one, which cannot be seen from the front side, and this edge, vertical edge, will not be seen from this side. So what we will do, we will draw a dashed line corresponding to this edge, which will come somewhere here. So we will draw that dashed line here, and corresponding to this edge, we will draw a dashed line here. This is about the front view. Now we can see right side view. Right side view, from the right side, we can see this face, and this face, and this face. And after that, we have hidden edge here, which is not visible from the right side, although I have colored it like this, that as if it is visible from it, but it is the part of right side view, or we can say the edge which is passing from here and passing from back of this part is hidden. So that hidden edge we will not be able to see from this side, so that will be drawn as dashed line. And one more edge is hidden in this case in the right side view, which is here. This vertical edge is not visible from this side, so that corresponding to that, we will draw a dashed line here. And from the top, we can see, from the top we can draw three rectangles. After that, we have few edges, with two edges. One edge which is passing from here to here, so that is not visible from the top. Similarly, this edge is not visible from the top, so we will draw two dashed lines corresponding to these two edges. Here one dash line can be drawn, one dash line can be drawn here when we draw the views. Here you can see this is the these are the different views. This is the front view in which we have drawn this dashed line and this dashed line. Uh, both are corresponding different edges. This is the one is corresponding to this edge, other is corresponding to this edge. So these two we have drawn. And in the side view, right side view, we have one dash hidden edge corresponding to which we have drawn that this dash line, and this dash line corresponding to vertical edge. And in the top view also we are having these edges, which can be considered when we draw the top view, and they will be represented by dashed lines which are shown here. So why I have shown red circles? This is because it means there are different places where there is a correction needed. Like here, dashed line should touch to the continuous line. Here dashed line should not touch to this point, corner point. Here also corner point should not be touched by the dashed line. Here this dash should touch the continuous line. Similarly here and here. So at different places, here you can see here the dashed line should not touch at the, because continuous line is here. So there should be differentiation between dashed line and continuous line here. But here in this case, when they are at perpendicular orientation, then they can be touched. They can touch here, means the dash line should touch here or intersect at this point. So similarly here also. So these are the related to the, these examples are related to the hidden edges, and you will do exercise related to this particular chapter or part in the next coming Wednesday. So there you will be given in here I have discussed two problems. One is this one, other is this second problem, this one. Both the problems are taken from the sheet only, so you can use these things, means these concepts to solve different other problems which are related to the hidden edges. Okay, so now you can ask questions.
Sir, can you please explain once when the dotted line should touch the continuous lines and when not?
Okay. You can see this slide. Here there are representation of the dash line and continuous line. So here at this point where dash line is drawn with the continuous line, here we should not put any gap. Like here, this is the incorrect practice. Here it is correct one. So this you have to follow. And when one continuous and one dashed lines are meeting at a point, then you have to make a gap here, like here. So here incorrect one is there. So in that figure, that is not correct. So that is mentioned by circle, that here you have to focus that it should not uh, start from in dash line, should not start from this point. So here the two cases are there. One is the begin with a dash, not with a space. The second one is as continuation of visible line are begin with the space. These two cases are used in this case.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, in any more question?
No, sir.
Okay, so I am stopping it here.